I wait for her. Oh, okay. She crazy. Okay. Static. Oh, I'm gonna head out. Yes. Of course I am. No, don't worry at all. Super class.
How are you doing?
I am.
I feel that.
I felt like I damn near had leg day.
Yeah, I'm pretty exhausted because I just finished teaching house.
I saw your twin is judging.
My twin?
Yours.
Oh fuck! Damn it! Oh lord. Yeah. The first battle 101 that was happening here at Modega, yeah, he was judging, and I lost to what's her name? I lost to Gia in the finals.
Oh, Gianna.
Yeah.
And I beat her.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. We beat Gianna.
Yeah.
But then you beat me.
Yeah. But it's like the back and forth.
It's like a back and forth, bro.
But there's like some people, you know, where it's just like, I'm like, damn. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like you sign up to battle 101 and then
And I see certain names, I'm like, and I was like, all right, now I gotta really like lock in.
That happened with me, man. Like when I was judging, and as I was judging, saw Nene was pulled up. I was like, spectating? Nah.
And you're like, damn, all right, that
This
means you
doesn't
gotta
feel
put in the
right.
work.
I feel like, yeah, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah. Excuse me, I'm just gonna put this in the corner right here. You're good.
Sage just coming at me like, you gotta eat, bro. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
What's the name of the?
It's nice meeting you. Maybe I'll see you like around. Do you take classes
What's
here?
the name?
Party 12.
Party 12.
Yeah, the name of it is Party 12.
Okay. Sometimes maybe I'll see you. Okay. Nice meeting you. Thank you.
Yeah, if the floor is too slippery, you can grab like some wet paper towels and wipe the floor because I actually don't like the floor slippery when I keep breaking because you might get injured. So I don't want you guys to fall. For house or hip hop is different, but for breaking, I 1000% prefer the floor not to have baby powder. So if you're cool with it, cool, but at least when I'm teaching up here, I'm gonna be wiping it down because I don't want to accidentally fall. That's happened a couple times. hopefully I don't slip, but all right, let's get started. We're gonna start by, also, do we need light?
I love the dark.
Yeah? If y'all are cool, then I'm cool with that. I just always like to ask you guys. All right, so we're gonna start just right here in our neutral position. And I would like to do a combination of our 3, 2, into 6 step. All right, so it's a quick warm up. So again, did we all remember 3 step? Okay, so we will go over 3 step for everybody then. Also, can we hit the door, please? Thank you. So, for 3 step, I like to start by having my right leg come out diagonally, and then all of my weight is gonna go on my left hand just right here, and I'm gonna kick out just right here. So this is gonna be like our first step of our 3 step. From here, I switch my hands, and I switch my feet, just like that. Now we're into step 2. Then to get back into, to go into step 3, I'm gonna switch my arms. And the trickiest part is we're going to jump, and our chest and our hips are going to flip over. Just like this in 3, 2, 1, here. Now from here, my right hand is going to come down, and my right foot is going to kick directly underneath my left arm, and I'm going to sit on my right heel, my left heel, just like that. So if you're all the way back here, I want you to get up and sit on your heel with your butt. So now we're back into step 1. And then get back into step 2, we jump and switch. Switch your arms, and then we go all the way up. Back into step 3, right arm comes down, you kick and sit, jump and sit, switch your arms, and come up. Place your arm down, kick and sit, switch your feet, switch your arm, come up, place it down, kick and sit, switch, switch, up, arm down, kick, switch, switch, up, arm down, kick, switch, and switch. All right, that is your 3 step. Does anybody know 2 step? Let me see if you got it. Let's see, let's see. Yep. So the way that you're going into it is very different from what I was taught. And again, there are so many different ways. So I'm not gonna I don't want to dismiss the way that you're doing it. No, no, because so I need to be really clear that again, the way that we get into footwork, I think that some ways are more effective than others, depending on just your style, your body type. If you're going into the step from power, if you're going into the step from a go down. So I don't want to dismiss that. However, I do want to obviously go over the way that I'm used to getting into it. But if you still want to do your 2 stuff like that, stick with it, please. I don't want you to go oh well, Zach said this is the way to do it, and no, there are multiple ways to get into the same exact step. So no, you're good, and I want you to have confidence in your movement. But you were still technically doing it. I'm just used to doing it very similar to the 3 step. So if we all come back to our neutral position and we start just right here. The 3 step is almost reminiscent to the 2 step is almost reminiscent to the 3 step, but we're just taking away one of the steps. And there's also 2 different variations that I want to go over for 2 step, okay? So just like with the beginning of our 3 step, we're gonna place this left hand down, and I'm kicking out just right here. I switch my arms and switch my feet. Now from here, I'm gonna switch my arms again. Now this time, I'm going to bring this right hand all the way over, just right here. And I'm going to press in, I'm gonna get as deep as I can into the floor, but after we do that, we're eventually going to lift our hips all the way up, and we're going to turn and kick in the air. But you wanna make sure that when we're doing this, that it should feel very reminiscent to you almost doing a cartwheel. So you're going to use the momentum from you bringing this arm over to have your hips come up and you're going to flip your hips inward and kick at the same time. I'll demonstrate first in 3, 2, 1, just like that, okay? So I want everybody to try in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice, and then from here, I'm jumping and switching my feet. And as I'm switching my arms, we're gonna follow that momentum all the way through into the jump and kick in 3, 2, 1, go. Boom, just like that, okay? So then from here, I jump and switch again, all the way in, and I kick over, switch, and I kick, switch, and I kick, switch, and I kick. So, honestly, depending on how high you go, I would argue that when you get a certain level of height, this basically becomes very similar and even borderline like you're doing like swipes. But obviously you just want to try to keep your hips as low as you can to the floor. And just keep in mind that for like the second step, you're utilizing the momentum to help you flip over to keep it continuous. Okay? Yes?
Wait, I guess what part like hits low to the floor, like the whole thing? Or?
So yeah, so as you're jumping up and you're twisting over, what I'm explaining is that you want to try to keep your hips low to the floor, because if you are aiming to like raise your hips too high, it's going to turn into a different move, which would be like you doing swipes, which is like a power move. So swipes and two-step, like they look very close and they're almost identical, but with swipes, you're utilizing your hips to get a bigger level change, right? But the same way that you're utilizing that momentum for you to go over is how you go into your two-step, which is the same exact way that you're going to be going into your swipes. So just try your best to keep, like again, like your center of gravity is lower to the floor. Because again, like we're still doing footwork, and then when we start getting into power, that's when we're taking up more space, and you want to be big and things like that. Okay. I want to show you the second version of swipes. The second version of two-step, which I think is a little bit easier. Okay. So we're gonna set up the same just right here. This arm comes over, I jump and switch, and I switch my arms, but this time, instead of me jumping and kicking, I am going to bring my arm all the way over and my leg stays up just right here, and I kick and sit at the same exact time. So I'll switch my feet, switch my arm, and I come all the way up, and I kick and sit. So that is another two-step variation that I would also like for you guys to play with, okay? Talk to me.
When you sit, you lean on like the middle or the back?
I'm leaning, I would say more of the middle, because like even like right now, all of my weight is on my left foot. So I don't know if everybody heard her, but make sure that when you are done, that we are not necessarily back here. Even though this feels a lot more comfortable, right? Versus you sitting up. And you should feel more tension on that leg. And again, you're sitting directly onto your heel, which is resting underneath your butt. And this is gonna prep us to switch your feet, just like that. And then we come all the way over, and then we kick. And again, I'm sitting upright, but I'm not back here. I'm sitting up. This is probably the hardest thing I would argue with footwork in general, because a lot of people, when they're getting into footwork, I would say like maybe like between day 1 to maybe 2 years into your breaking, you're gonna want to do this, because this just feels like good. This feels a lot more comfortable doing this than you sitting up and having to balance and having more of that tension in that leg. Okay, so just try to be mindful that you're up here. And this could be, said about any of the footwork that you do or any of the future steps that I go over with you. This is also going to make it a lot easier to even like switch your feet. I'm switching my feet here to here. That's a lot easier than me being here, because now look, now my posture, my arms are coming back here, and this is really poor form for footwork. Not unless you're doing a particular move where you're intentionally doing something like this, but for the majority of your footwork, you're gonna want to be up here versus back here. Okay? Any questions about two-step?
Dr. Man, just in general, when we use this position, do you place your butt kind of like sit like in the middle?
I guess so. Not to get like too like TMI, but like I have my butt. It's kind of like on my left cheek, and I'm kind of just like leaning into it. So like it's not like in the middle of your butt, but like you want to pick a cheek, and whatever cheek you're most comfortable with, you're kind of just like resting it on top. Okay? Because then even if I like switch, I notice for me, whenever I'm sitting, it's normally like on the left side of my butt. And then my heel is kind of just like resting like right there very comfortably. So I guess, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be comfortable if you put it in the middle for obvious reasons, but if you prefer, actually, yeah, and then, actually no, to answer what you're saying, if I'm doing, so depending on like where I land, it's gonna depend on like what side of like my butt that like my heel is gonna be resting. So if I'm on my left heel, it's normally on the left side. If I'm on my right side, then it's gonna be on the right side. But it's never, for me at least, it's never in the center because that's just not comfortable for me. So it's normally like left or right. And then if I'm in neutral position, then I think that's like the only time that it's kind of centered, but like there's not a lot of weight. Because a lot of the weight is mainly going into my tippy toes, and I feel it in my thighs and my knees, but it's not like there's a lot of weight on my butt right now. And like, I'm sitting up straight. Yeah, versus now there's a lot more weight on my butt when I'm on one leg. So there's a big difference between this and this, right? So, all right, before moving forward, any other questions or comments about two-step?
Just a comment about his question.
Yeah.
I think also to shift the weight to one hip or another is to balance your, like, it's more convenient to your movements. Because if you have the weight in the middle, it's harder to move to shift the weight from one leg to another.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with her 1000%. So, like, if you know that you're going to, again, be, like, kicking out with, like, your right leg, for example, here, going back to what she said, like, a lot of the weight is going to be shifting on my left side, right? And then when I switch my feet, now all the weight is shifting to my right side, right? And then even if I'm doing footwork fast, and I'm doing stuff like this, it's still me going from my left to my right, just with a higher speed and more velocity, right? And that's just something that I want you to be mindful of, that you're constantly going to be shifting from left to right. And the only time that I notice that I'm in my center is if I'm in this position here, which is normally going to be temporarily, because I might be in this position if I decide to do like a transition. For example, if I go onto my knees, do something like that, then I'm here, and now I'm back here again. But then eventually when I get back into the footwork, eventually I'm going to end up leaning on one side. So even from here, the majority of my weight is on my left side. And then when I come back here, now I'm on my right side. I twist in, back on my right side. I shift, now on my left side. So it's a constant back and forth, but it's never, for the most part, in the center unless I am here. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Final questions about two-step.
Can you go over the first part versus kind of two-step?
Yes. Wait, the first part of the first two. Okay, yeah. So again, it's actually going to be identical to the second. So I'm starting just right there. I switch my hands, switch my feet, switch my hands again. And as I'm switching my hands, keep in mind that this arm is coming all the way over. And I'm placing this down, and I come up and kick just like that. Switch my feet. Now, right now we should all be, oh wow, I lost my balance, sorry. right now all of my weight is on my right side, and when I'm ready to go into the kick, I'm shifting all of my weight to my left side here to then flip all the way over. Again, that's going to be one continuous motion. If you decide just to force the step, it's gonna feel awkward and it's gonna feel like you're going against the grain. So again, very similar to the idea of you doing power moves. There's a lot of footwork you want to utilize momentum to your advantage. And that's not to say that you have to, but it's gonna be your friend. You know, because a lot of people, I see some people forcing footwork and they're not utilizing their body weight, or they're not taking advantage of the fact that, hey, maybe if I lean into my body to the right, it will make the step feel easier. So these are things that I really want you to be mindful of while you're doing your footwork, okay? And then the last step, which is our sixth step, which, again, many teachers start teaching breaking with their sixth step, assuming that, I know half of us know it, but assuming that you do not know your sixth step, we're gonna take this right leg and we're going to hook it in, just right here. This is step number 1, and then this is going to be step number 2, this is step 3, this is step 4, this is step 5, and this is step 6, and or you can do step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this time again, I'm bringing my right leg in and my hips are turning to the right of where I start. And 6, I bring it in just right there. I personally prefer to do my 6th step this way, but you know, I want you all to decide what feels best for you, or maybe you might want to alternate. And then, yeah, but that is your 6th step. And amongst us doing our 3-step, our 2-step, and our 6-step, I do want to play with different variations with each of the steps that I want to have you guys also explore your own. So with that being said, I'm going to give you a couple variations of each one. I'm going to put on a timer. I want you all to play with each of these 3 steps individually and or combining the steps together. This also means that you're responsible for thinking of your own unique transitions. Again, if I sense that the class is like stuck, I will hand you some transitions, but ultimately I do want you to try to connect the dots together by yourself, so that way you guys all get inside of your creative bag while still drilling foundation and also originality by focusing on different types of variations of the steps themselves, okay? So, if I were to do, what did we start with? 3 steps. So variation of 3-step could look like 1, 2, 3, ba 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, ba 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, ba 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 ba. Right? I'm doing a little crisscross in between. Or maybe it could look like this. 1, 2, 3, slide. 1, 2, 3, slide, right? For 2-step, let's see. 1, 2, a little skip step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So again, small little variation. Adding a step and or tweaking something that already exists. And for 6-step, we think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like what you just did. I'm gonna do my spin. Yeah, I'll do a spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kick, spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kick, spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, all right? So just think of, again, drilling 2, 3, 6 individually, in addition to working on how can I tweak it a little bit. And then once you're comfortable with that, then I'm looking to see how you're able to connect all the movement together. Because ultimately, I would like for us to cipher while us using only 2, 3, and 6 step. That's gonna be like our foundation. So it's like we're gonna do everything within that box, but you're all starting from 2, 3, 6 step. So it should look similar but all different at the same time. And again, at any point, if you guys feel stuck, or if you're just like not feeling inspired, or you're just having like brain fog, please raise your hand and I'll help you out. Otherwise, I'm gonna put the timer on, and you're gonna try that by yourself. All ready?
Yeah.
All right. Go. All right, let's get it. out. Everybody go into butterfly, please. Let's get it. And then we are going to have our left leg come out. And you're using two arms to reach for that tippy toe all the way down. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about your stretch. 'Cause I'm curious. How many people here have entered a battle before? Raise your hand, please. So 3. And for those of you that entered battles, if you guys could answer one at a time, how many battles? Actually, can you switch sides, please, first? Thank you. How many battles have each of you entered? Just out of curiosity. Let's start with you.
I don't have to count.
So that means you feel that you're very experienced at competing.
Well, maybe, but I don't really feel so comfortable battling, honestly.
So you don't feel comfortable battling, but you have a lot of experience battling.
Yes.
Okay, that's helpful. Next person. How many battles would you say you've done?
Maybe 10, 12 in college.
Word. And what about? And do you think that you feel good and confident about your battle ability?
Oh no, I'm not a good dancer at all. At this point in my life, no.
No.
I could try it, but I'm not confident.
Okay. And
Like breaking or
just in general. Also, feet together, please. Like 10, 12. And how do you feel about you competing? Okay, for sure. And
I guess similar. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I also like dance tap often.
Mhm.
So,
because you already like possess the dance ability, you know, from your choreo background. So I'm intrigued of that mindset. Also, everybody's going to sit up and switch sides, please. So the main reason why I was asking everybody is because I'm noticing that there's a lot of dope dancers in New York, but there's still a lot of people that lack the confidence to compete. And culturally, breaking is very heavily associated with competition and battling. For those of you who are unaware of some of the history of breaking, breaking was originally used as a substitute for fighting. There's a really big, how do I word this? At one point, a lot of the people that grew up here in like the inner city would use breaking as a substitute, you know, for actual, you know, gang violence. And I think that's one of the main reasons why you see a lot of hostility and a lot of aggression within the dance. It's not people that are just trying to like play like they're hard, but this was literally again like a substitute for, instead of me punching you in your face, you know, I'm going to just try to smoke in the dance floor, which is why again you see like a lot of that high energy and that tenacity when it comes to people that are competitively breaking. And that's not to say that if either of you decide to get into, you know, battling that you have to do that. I just want to give you, you know, some of like the background, because a lot of people have always asked me, like, I feel like that I can't battle because that's not who I am. Like, I'm not that angry, fuck you type of person. And I would always tell people that I understand that, but at the same time, like, you can still enter battles and still, you know, be you. So if you're like a very silly person, I've seen people like smoke people with a smile on their face and be playful and like, you know, just being really giggly and being, and you know, like very silly, because that's just who they are, you know, on the dance floor. And then other people feel that they might need to actually, everybody sit up please. Now we're gonna pick up our hips, just right here, to the best of your ability. But yeah, I have had other people tell me that for them to get into battling, and again, we're not just talking about breaking, but they felt the need to mask, you know, and or you know, develop a persona on the dance floor. So some people feel that they're able to reinvent themselves, where they can, you know, be aggressive and they can kind of be something that they're normally not while they're dancing. And this is all to say that I think because there's a bunch of different battle events that are coming up, I would like to explore this idea of battling in class today while utilizing you know, some of the foundation that I'm going to provide for you guys on the fly. So I don't know what everybody's like cap is when it comes to like your skill level, with the exception of like maybe 3 of you, because I've seen you dance a lot. But also come down slowly, and we're gonna switch to elbow plank. And 3, 2, 1, and go. But yeah, I do this maybe about like once every other month, where I like to have like a battle/cypher class where, you know, I'll give you different ideas to work with, and for you guys to use, you know, this space to practice, you know, going amongst each other. And I realized that unfortunately New York doesn't really offer, you know, any battle classes. I know that at one point I mentioned this to CJ a while ago, and then eventually there was another teacher who used to live here who goes by the name of Castro, very well respected popper, who unfortunately for us and fortunately for him moved to Vietnam to pursue teaching dance, but he was appreciated more, and just because New York is hella expensive. And he did a really great job of like preparing a lot of dancers here in New York City, you know, for a lot of the different competitions that were going on. historically breaking, again, is a battle dance. And it's also a party dance. So that's kind of like the theme that I want to really get at today. Everybody come down, catch your breath, catch your breath. And then we are going to do those annoying push-ups in a second. I just wanted you guys to rest for a sec. And again, we're gonna start just right here, where I'm gonna put elbow down, up, push, and I rest, and come all the way up. And that's gonna be 1, okay? So when you guys are all ready, we shall get started in 3, 2, 1, and down, up, push, and up, that's 1, down, up, push, and that's 2, down, up, push, and up, that's 3, down, up, push, and hold, and that's 4, last 1, down, up, push, and that's 5. Awesome job. Next, we're sitting down here. Alright. Arms are out, and we hold just right there. Okay?
What do you think about people who choreograph breaking?
I think it's dope. I've done it a couple times. However, for people that exclusively use breaking for choreo and they have zero freestyle ability, that's problematic to me. Because I would say that, again, like, you're not paying homage to like the root of the dance. It's the same thing with house. It's the same thing with a lot of the street and club styles. A lot of people, again, this is a very controversial opinion that I have, but I think that if you're going around saying that you're a hip hop dancer, and if I put on a regular hip hop beat and if you can't dance to that, to me you're not a hip hop dancer, because the essence of hip hop is self-expression and you being able to dance in real time, not to have to think, you know. It's kind of like people like, oh, like, I'm a rapper. I'm like, all right, you put on a bar and then they have to go and like get out like their rhyme book. You're not like, that's just how I feel about it. But I think that I can still really like acknowledge like your dance ability and say like you're a very talented choreographer, but it's like, you know, are you a b-boy, b-girl? No. You know, and it's the same way how people will use breaking in like the commercial space, but there's no, and 20 more seconds and you're done, but there's no connection, you know, with you going to like the park jams. There's no connection to the parties, there's no connection to the culture, the people that just want to learn like, you know, power and do commercials or just, you know, do stuff on stage. It's like they're not, you know, really repping what it means, you know, to be, you know, again, like a breaker. It's like that title sounds cool. Like everybody wants to be like a b-boy or b-girl because it just sounds cool. But I think it's more about like, are you culturally connected to like the dance? And come down, please. Everybody's on your knees. We're stretching our wrists, flat down, all the way, just like that. But yeah, again, just to kind of like go back to what you were saying, I think it's great because like, especially like when you see like high level breaking choreo, it looks beautiful. But you know, I'm just hoping that, you know, whoever's teaching that is also at least, you know, somebody from the scene, from the culture. And I think that, for example, that's like if I do like a collab with like a Sosa next door, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna do like a breaking choreo class. Like, I think that alone would be fire. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell people like, you know, breaking is more than just this. And I want people to actually have a connection to the movement and the legacy that I'm providing to you through movement. You know, because a lot of people get into this class and they just want to learn how to do a headspin. And I'm like, well, this is not the place for you because I'm not doing that here. I talk a lot. I want you guys to have a relationship with the music, and I want you to understand why you're doing what you're doing, which is why, again, today we're going to be going over battling. A lot of classes don't do that, but, you know, this is connected to the dance, and yeah, so next from here, we're going to go sideways, adding bring more emphasis towards your pinky, all the way down, just like that. Especially if you're not used to doing floor work, really try to get as deep as you can. You're definitely gonna feel it later. But the idea that I had for you guys, and 2, 4, 6, this is perfect. So I'm gonna give you different moves and or movement to kind of follow. And I really just want to highlight some of the pros and cons that I'm seeing that you guys are doing naturally. So this is your first time ever doing any type of battle exercise. This is beautiful. This is great. If you have battle experience, even better, because now you know you can kind of like highlight the things that you know that you're dope at, in addition to like I get to see, you know, what can I do, you know, to try to like encourage and or help, you know, your confidence, your ability, you know, to make you feel more secure if you do decide to compete again. And last, we're gonna bring it backwards, just right here, all the way back. Yep. And again, if anybody here is interested in, and then again, getting into like more battles, you guys can always just DM me on Instagram. But there's a lot that's coming up. Starting with Battle 101. That's happening this Saturday. So, yeah.
Could you maybe talk a bit about how battling works? Like when you get there, how do you sign up?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, I mean, each battle is different, but ultimately all battles kind of follow the same format for the most part. Also, arms up please, and we're gonna rotate. So let's say, like, I'm gonna use Battle 101 as an example. Battle 101 is a very reoccurring battle that Hurok's been going for like the past 10 years. Every single month, he does it the end of the month. The doors open at 6:30. And if the doors open up at 6:30, you can assume that the battle is probably going to start anywhere between 1 to 2 hours after the doors open. So I always tell people, like, if it says 6:30 on the flyer, that doesn't mean that the battle starts at 6:30. Because I've had a lot of beginners do that, and they're like, yo, like, it's dead, why is nobody, it's kind of like a party. If a party says the doors open at 10, it's not jumping up till midnight, right? Also, opposite direction. And then, yeah, normally you go to the front desk, you sign up, and then from the time that you get there to the time that prelims start, this is a time where people are warming up, people are socializing, people are ciphering, people are, you know, kind of just trying to get into their heads. So some people, like, they're in the corner and they're just kind of like, they're practicing like their sets or their routines. Other people, they're just using it as like a social because they're happy to see everybody in the space. And then when it's time, also shake it out, and we're gonna do the last stretch. Which we're gonna stand up, lock it in just right here, come all the way down while you're holding your hand, and come onto your tippy toes, just like that, and hold that balance, all right?
What is that stretch?
You should be feeling, yeah, from your hamstrings all the way down. So you should feel it from right where your shin is going all the way up to your butt, in addition to you working on that balance. So I do this with my breaking in my house class because a lot of the times you are dancing with your tippy toes while you're top rocking and or while you're doing house. And even footwork, depending on the complexity of what you're doing while you're on the floor, where sometimes you're not dancing flat-footed, but you're dancing on your tippy toes. So this was a stretch that was recommended to me by a fellow dancer many years ago. And he would always do this, and I was like, I asked him the same thing, and he broke it down, and I was like, all right, that makes sense. And when I started teaching, 100%. Also, can we come down, please? So, before I have you guys start dancing, because when we start, it's going to be like non-stop. So, I'll take the next couple minutes just to answer some questions. And I think some of this dialogue is really important. I think that, you know, my classes, again, sometimes I will talk a little bit. And again, you will get your sweat in, because again, if you start this, like, you're going to be dancing consistently. And then I'm going to give you like a slight water break that I want you to really push, okay? But to answer what both of you asked me before we kick it off, I'm going to switch you guys up. Breaking versus house. Again, you have to pay attention to the music in addition to the dances, you know, like historically. So with house, it's a lot more soulful, it's a lot more like love, and I feel like it's a little bit more passive, and I think that breaking feels like the complete opposite. It's like water and fire almost. And so if I'm battling somebody in a house battle, I think that I'm a lot more playful, I'm a lot more, I'm kind of just trying to showcase like my relationship with the music, that I have the ability to, you know, execute musicality, my technique, my ability to be vulnerable on the floor, and to show, you know, like my, me being like really, like sensual and just, you know, getting inside of like my bag and just showcasing that to the audience, my opponent and the judge. But with breaking, I'm not gonna lie, just because of how I was brought up as a b-boy, it's very like, you know, like it's war. It's like, you know, I'm coming at you, I can get very aggressive, I will invade your body space, like your personal space, I will throw a lot of burns at you. Burns are pretty much just like gestures that you'll do to kind of like get inside of your opponent's head. So, you know, some people will take out invisible guns, boom, 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 shoot you on beat. I've seen people take out daggers, stab, and bring it back in. I've seen, you know, people, you know, get like really just fucking graphic when they're battling sometimes. So like a really popular one in breaking is like you grab somebody's hair, you slip their head off, you take their head, you kick their head, oh, there goes their head in the distance, and sometimes people take out a shotgun and boom, boom on beat. It looks really good, but again, it's very, it's very animated, to say the least, and people can get really creative with their burns. And again, I think that burns are a part of the culture, and it's something that I'd like to see more of, because some people are treating battles like showcases too, right? Where like, if I'm judging, right? Because like for a second, I'm gonna judge you guys, right? And if I'm sitting here, and if I'm watching you guys compete, and if I see that you're just like, okay, I'm here, I'm dancing, and I'm looking up at the ceiling the whole time, and then I'm shaking my butt, and then I do a little spin, and I slide back, and then if the next person comes up to you, and they make it known that, okay, you didn't even look at me once, that is showing me that like there's a difference in that skill level when it comes to like their battle IQ. Because if you're not able to make eye contact with somebody while you're competing, that shows me that you're either insecure, you're scared, and or like you're like inside of your head. Because a battle at the end of the day, you're still having a conversation with somebody. Like you should not be ignoring somebody while you're battling against them, right? There's a big difference between a battle and a showcase. A showcase is like you're showing like your ability, right? That's like a pre-selection at a battle where they call your name. This is to answer your question, because some battles will be like a straight like 1v1, and then the winner just goes on and it's like a bracket, and then other battles it's like they'll only choose the top 16 dancers out of like 60 people. So that means that you basically have to have a really, really strong showcase to show the judge that you're like in the top 15 people within the room of your skill. And that's like such a dicey thing, because some people will like kill it because they got their favorite song, and then other people that are technically more seasoned and veteran, they might not make it because maybe they just got like a bad track that they didn't resonate with, right? So you have to be able to understand like, okay, like if I'm battling somebody, like I need to actually dance, you know, at them, or like have a response to them if they went first. instead of me just coming to the middle, I'm doing whatever, and then I exit without acknowledging that there's somebody in front of me at all. Because I see a lot of people that are battling that are ignoring their opponents, and I'm like, this is not a battle. You're just there taking up space, right? So these are some of the things that I would like to really just like actively talk to you guys about in real time. So this is what we're gonna do. So 1, 2, 3, all of you have battle experience, and 1, 2, 3 have 0 experience, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to break it up evenly then. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna make it interesting. We're gonna do 2 sets of 2 different types of battles. We're gonna do a 3v3, a 1v1, and a 2v2.
Okay.
Yeah. And just to make things even more spicy, I would like all my non-battler people, which are you 3, on one team, versus all my experienced people. So that way you guys can kind of like give them a crash course on what it feels like. Because a lot of the times when you're competing, you might go against somebody that is much more experienced than you. And that is not, technically it's not fair, right? But again, there's no fairness when it comes to competition.
That's true.
There are many times where, like when I was a beginner, I'm going against Red Bull people. And when I say Red Bull people, like in breaking, the highest of the highest skill level would be like the Red Bull BC1, like All-Stars. Like these are people that have won a really prestigious breaking competition called Red Bull BC1. Think of it as like, you know, like the Olympics of breaking. Like there's like a bunch of qualifiers over the course of a year, and then eventually there's a giant like world final. And if you're able to like win this whole thing, you're pretty much like set for life, and you're sponsored by Red Bull, and they pay you, and you get a bunch of gigs, and it's kind of like every like b-boy / b-girl's dreams to become like a Red Bull BC1 like athlete or champion. But there have been many times where I've just battled against some of these guys and girls, and I'm like, fuck, like Luma is here, or fuck, like, you know, like Little G's here, and I'm just like, it would like throw me off, but you know, you still gotta go. So I want to kind of like give you guys like that sensation, because they have the experience and you don't, and that's how it's gonna be if you decide to compete one day, right? So, this is mainly a question for you. What would you say is your experience in breaking?
It's hard to say because I do a lot of yoga,
Mm-hmm.
I do Pilates, and I've been training. I do a lot of contemporary floor, and I've been doing house a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
like I don't know the step what we call, but I'm already doing this.
okay, I got you. Okay, but the fact that you have house and that you have contemporary in your bag, I think you'll be okay. So, all right, for starters, because we started with footwork, I want to try to stick with a footwork battle first, okay? Where it's going to be you 3 versus you 3, okay? Just some tips and some pointers. Thing number 1 is whoever decides to go first, you have the responsibility of setting the energy. A lot of people think that it's always an absolute disadvantage to go first, even though I would still say that there are more disadvantages of going first than going second. But if you do decide to go first, you have the ability to set the bar, which is something that I think is very important. So if you don't do something like super well, or if you crash or you mess up, that means that the bar is here, and that means that the people that are going to go after you know that all they have to do to beat you is technically do this. That also means that if you know for a fact that you feel really confident to beat somebody, you don't have to do overkill, because I see that a lot, where like if there's a big difference in skill and you know that you got somebody, save your energy, save your rounds, save like your big explosive movement to somebody that is gonna actually need that for you to defeat them, especially if like you're really tired and things like that. All right. So for right now, again, if you absolutely have no idea what to do, again, you have your 6-step, you have your 2-step, and you have your 3-step. But right now, I'm just looking for footwork in general. But you should all have some idea of what to do based on those 3 steps and the variations that you worked on. So there's no excuse. Keep in mind that if you decide to utilize burns, again, a burn is just a way for you to either mock, come at, poke fun at, or be playful with your opponent to kind of like get inside of their head mentally. Obviously, like this is a safe space, right? So like if we're throwing burns at each other, like we're battling. I need you guys like to make sure that you're resilient and that you're not walking out of class with a low ego, like, oh, like this person like said like this to me and I'm like super sad now. Like it's a battle. Like it gets spicy sometimes, like honestly, because I've seen people that are like, this person hurt my feelings, and I'm like, so you shouldn't be battling then. Because it's a battle. Again, I need to emphasize that. Like it's not kumbaya all the time. After that, you can dap it up and you're like, yo, good shit. Because again, some people when they compete, it's like they like lock in, and sometimes it's like a whole different aura or a whole different persona. So, you know, you can be playful and whatever, but if somebody comes at you, just don't take it personally. That's like my biggest thing, okay? Okay. All right. So,
Question.
yes, as I'm setting up the music, keep talking to me.
Can we turn on a little the light? Right?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
I don't feel so comfortable
Not a problem.
battling with this light.
Yeah. I was thinking that, but then everybody said that they were cool with the lights off earlier, so I was like, all right.
Where are you?
How does that feel?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was suffering with that light.
Nah, it's all, yeah, again, don't be afraid to just speak up to me, because I was thinking it, but because of what you guys said earlier, I was like, all right. And I always go by what the students want, because I'm just here for y'all, so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay.
So you
We're
said
gonna do-
choose footwork, right?
Yeah, I want us just to start with footwork.
Is
So,
it any footwork, or are we focusing on the 6-step, 3, 2?
I would like, so I was going to emphasize that, but thank you for bringing it up. I want to see some levels of what oh my God, I want to see something of what you worked on in regards to you doing your 6-step plus that variation, the 2-step and the 3-step. So that way it shows me like what you got, because I didn't get to see everybody individually, but this is an opportunity for you to showcase to me like, okay, this is what I worked on, in addition to you also showing that energy towards like the opposite team, right? Once you're done, make it clear that you're finished, you know, and I would just say try to finish strong. So when you're finished, like if I demonstrate very quickly, like if I'm here, I might come down, do my footwork, and once I'm finished, boom, I'm finishing with that strength, looking at my opponents, and then I walk off, versus me doing something like this and walking away feeling defeated. You see the difference?
Yeah.
So your ending is so important, because that's the last thing that the judge, your opponent, and the crowd is going to remember. So even if you come in strong and if you finish weak, that's like your last impression that everybody's going to remember you as. So I have a theory, do what you can, but sometimes like when I'm competing, I will intentionally start low and I try to tell a story. So I might start out with something really weak, something really light, and eventually I'll pick it up, and then I'll end very strong. You know, and then so people are like, oh, like he started out kind of but then he ended like, whoa. You know, and it feels like I'm rising. And then some people start here and they're super explosive, right? And then eventually they get tired during their set, right? So if you're gonna come in hot, make sure you can keep that momentum with whatever it is that you're doing. So that is just like, you know, like the pros and cons of how you enter, which is very, very important. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So let me put on the track. And again, have fun too.
You got this, guys.
Like have fun. I can sense some of the anxiety right now. Like just shake it off. Like you're gonna all be alright. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Okay.
I'm just you last time I tried to have fun.
Also, the last thing that I want to say, try your best to be mindful of your time. If you notice that you're lingering while you're competing, like you're gonna make some people like get bored of you. Like if you're dancing for like a minute and 30 seconds, that's way too fucking long.
Yeah.
Like get in and get out. Like make your point and get out. Don't just like chill there. You're like, I'm figuring like this is not a cipher. This is a battle. So you're making a point. Like, hey, I'm coming at you, or hey, I'm trying to do something to one up you. I made my point, and once you made your point, like get up and get out. Don't just like stay there.
Can you explain how do we coordinate a 3v3 exactly?
So yeah, good question. So I'm sorry, my bad. That's my ignorance. So whoever decides to go first, I'm assuming you guys are gonna go first, but maybe they're hungry, they're gonna want to go first. But whoever's going to go first, again, you're setting the bar. So like let's say one of you three decides to go, like let's say you go first. You're gonna go do your thing, blah 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 blah, and then you come back. So now one of you are going to have to respond to what he just did.
Okay.
Again, and then once one of you responds to him, then one of you two are gonna respond to what they just did, and so on and so forth.
It's just a conversation.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, like the back and forth. But again, like if you know that somebody's doing 6-step and like you have like a really stronger 6-step, or you have like a more clever variation, or maybe you can do the same variation that they did, but add layers on top of that, I'm paying attention to that. You know, because again, you want to be able to not just tune out whatever it is that they're doing, but everybody should be focusing on what everybody else is doing. So if somebody is going and they're doing something, you guys can talk while like she's dancing, like, I think I got this, and have a conversation with each other. Because it's not, you shouldn't just be there silent. Like you should be thinking how to respond. You should be, or maybe you should say, okay, like maybe I'm gonna go last because of this, but have a conversation like with your teammates too. If you feel like something is coming up, because you're not in this by yourself. Keep that in mind. Like you're a team right now. All right.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that you three are gonna sleep on them, because they might pull some shit. Even though like they don't battle. So that's just been like my lesson. Because I've seen people that like haven't battled and then they pull some shit out of their ass and then they end up like losing because somebody was overconfident. Because I competed before and they're new, and I've seen beginners beat people that technically should have won because like they sleep on people. So yeah. All right.
We're not sleeping. Don't worry.
Just throwing it out there. Alright. I'm gonna put on a funk song, the first one. Alright, he's starting it out. I would like to start with, alright, to my left. So, for starters, I can see like the confidence. I love the fact that one, like you made it very clear, like, hey, like I'm coming after you. Like you directed your energy towards him, and you got very in and out.
Okay.
Same thing. Yeah. The same thing. I think that when anybody starts dancing first, to me that's always just like extra points inside of my head because it shows a certain level of confidence and a certain level of security, you know, if you're going to like set the bar. So that's one thing that I appreciate that you did. And another thing is like you again got straight to the point, you're in and out and you weren't lingering. And lastly, so I see that like you were being really playful with a lot of your transitions. This is something that I think that's very important, especially in footwork battles, because again, everybody's pretty much doing the same thing. So the fact that I'm seeing like little details of you doing things that I'm not accustomed to seeing is always just like a really beautiful plus. To my side, to the right, I'll start with you. So like, I think you stood out the most out of everybody, mainly because you were able to emphasize like your other styles, you know, but that can also be a double-edged sword too. So keep in mind that like one thing that I'll be really clear about, and this is just a learning experience for you, anytime that I'm referring to us sticking within the realm of footwork, it means that you're either going to be sitting on your butt and your feet are coming out either here, you're using your knees, and or you're in this position. But the second we hit this right here, now we enter the realm of floor work, which is very different from footwork. So that terminology has cost me some battles in the past where I've entered footwork battles and I get really excited and I start rolling and even I'm killing it, but like then I kind of like go against like the metric of what is considered footwork, right? Because that is like the focus. But again, I'm also very grateful at the idea of you also showcasing like your other styles, because even within the footwork that you were doing, it excited me because again, you were taking inspiration from like the house and your contemporary and bleeding it into your breaking. And I think that in my opinion that a lot of the higher level breaking has influence from other styles. But you want to make sure that those styles aren't overriding the breaking. And that makes sense. So you can like take bits and pieces of what you're doing and sprinkle it on top, but making sure that that foundation doesn't override what you're trying to do in the moment. Okay? Same thing. So you want in and out. I really appreciate the fact when people are really just like to the point, and I can see that you were thinking a little bit too. And I want you to feel a little bit more grounded in when you're moving. Because like I was just reading like your facial expressions and you seemed a little unsure, where I want you to have like that confidence just to be able to continue to doing what you think you want to do. Okay?
I feel like I don't know what I want to do.
Okay, so then that's fair then. But again, this is a conversation that I want you to be conscious. So even if you're like, okay, I don't know what I want to do, I think it's very helpful, this goes for everybody else as well, to just make sure that you can come into this space with some type of very, very loose plan. So that could mean, okay, I'm gonna do 3-step, into 2-step, into 1-step, and anything else that happens after that, I'm just winging it. But you wanna have some light plan, because there's been so many times where I'm competing, and I go in and I blank the fuck out, and then I get up and I have no idea what I did. And even if it means that I did good, you always want to be really intentional about when you're going out. So again, I'm not asking for you to like create like a whole like set, but you want to make sure that you have some type of like idea, you know, instead of you just being like, oh, well, fuck it, here we go. And then you're just like doing whatever comes. But again, sometimes that works if the music is like really, really moving you. But I would always say that like just having just like a very, very loose idea of like, okay, I think I'm gonna do this go down, and then I think I'm just gonna do what I just practiced, and I hope I can stick it, you know? Yeah. And lastly, so I would say that the main thing that I really appreciated about you was the level changes. I don't know if you noticed or if that was intentional, but at one point, you got up, you did, I think you spun around, you but when it comes to like your footwork itself, I would say the same thing, that I want you to feel a little bit more confident. And again, this is gonna take time. And this is the main reason why I wanted you guys to go against somebody that has the experience already, so that you feel that tension, you feel like that, oh shit, like, here we go. But ultimately, like, I want you to continue to think about like everything that you've been doing, especially like with your contemporary background, and you can still apply that same level of, I don't wanna say, I would say like the same level of execution that maybe you're used to doing within like your footwork. So the same way how, I don't want to try to act like I'm doing choreo, because I'm going to feel super insecure, because like I'm not the best choreo dancer. But it's like when I see people that are doing choreography that get into freestyle, I notice like a theme where like their precision is normally a little bit sharper than people that got into freestyle, because they're used to just hitting certain shit like that, you know, versus you kind of just going with the flow. And if you're able to have, again, an idea of what you think that you want to do, I would say present it onto the floor, because I think it's going to help you stand out. But I like the main thing that I saw you do that I didn't really see other people do. I think you did it a little bit as well, but again, like you changing levels, because footwork doesn't just mean that you're gluey here. Like I can technically, you know, go like this and then come up and do something like that, and that still is going to fall within the realm of you doing footwork. Okay? Okay, so for the next one, this time I would like to have you with you. So you guys are going to come together. I would like to have you with you and you with you. So now we have 3 groups. This time we are going to add emphasis to top rock. All right, so when it comes to the idea of top rocking, this is any movement and groove and dancing that we're going to do while we're standing up. So we're going to go over a couple of different top rock steps that I want you to play with first. And then I want to give you guys just like a couple of minutes to play with each other. And then eventually I want us to try to think of doing something that is going to make, again, everybody here feel comfortable, confident, and strong when it comes to showcasing it to somebody else. So again, you're not just dancing, but I want you to really open up your mind into thinking like, okay, if I'm battling somebody while utilizing top rock, what can I do? So again, instead of me just staying here, that might mean I can actually come into somebody's space and play with that, right? So again, I can use my arms, I can use gestures, I can use burns, I can use a way to really be playful and or be like, yo, like, I'm not scared of you, or like, you know, just to show like that dominance, but again, in a very respectful way, because you don't want to, you know, cross that boundary of being disrespectful at the same time. But these are a couple of steps that I want you to highlight. I'll add some music, but again, everybody. So, a couple key steps that I want us to play with. Again, obviously, our 2-step, which is us just going back and forth, right here, right? You can use your arms at the same time. You can slide with it, right? Making sure that you keep that groove. In addition to then me, again, going into my back step, right? And then switching over to my front, just right here. And then you can play, again, with different steps like this. So for example, I might want to, here, going back and forth. Or me adding a little skip in between. Or I can go really chill, really nonchalant with it, right? Another step is probably like, again, I go over this probably once every other week, which is our Indian step. which is me taking my left foot, I stand up and I kick, just right there, jump and switch, hop over, and I hop back, turn and kick, switch, hop over, hop back, turn and kick. So we have this, right? And you can play with that. Another really simple step would be, for example, me taking one of my legs. I'm going to kick it out right here. I come up, I kick, I come down, and I step out, and both of my arms come out. Up, kick, down, step, up, kick, down, step, kick, down, step, up, kick, down, step, up, kick, down, step, up, kick, down, step. And yeah, so top rock. I really just want you to get in your bag of dancing. So I don't want to show too much because I want to see what is naturally coming up of you just being able to groove. Okay? Yeah, for the sake of time, we're gonna combine our top rock with footwork as well. I also wanted to do a 1v1, but we have like 5 minutes left. And I'm giving us extra time because Law is late. He ended late, so yeah. With that being said, let's get to work. You can talk to your partners. If you also want to try to create a little commando, a commando is basically like, for example, if I'm dancing here, okay, so I'm going to use you as an example. So like, let's say if we're in the same team, and then I'm ready to exit, and I'm doing this step, and boom, something like that. But you can get hella creative with your commandos. So if that is something that you want to play with your partner, it's there. But again, ultimately, I want to see like more emphasis on your top rock. If you want to add footwork, that's cool. If you want to add freezes, that's cool. If you want to do power, that's cool. But right now, I just really want to see you focus on the tops. Okay? All right, let's get to work. Nice, nice. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Hey, yes. Fresh, fresh, fresh. talk to you guys. If not, if you have to go, again, I am here again every Monday, 8 p.m. Thank you guys for coming out. I need to set up session. But again, I will be in the big room. Again, if you're able to stay or if you just want to talk to me for a little bit. And if not, thank you for coming. Again, anybody who wants your footage, please just hit me up, B-Boy Static on IG. If you want it, please watch your footage. Please watch your footage. Please watch your footage. Alright? And that is it for now. Alright? Thank you guys. I'll be right back.
it over. 'Cause I know like 5 of you guys asked, so I got you with the house. Got y'all. Just give me a sec. Left.
Different beats.
Oh, we got more? I thought we were done.
shit. Oh my god, please. Please. I mean, I don't want to intrude, but I know Dimitri's also going to Jersey, so I don't know if y'all want to rock together.
I'm heading to also Jersey.
Who's going to Jersey? Oh, you are?
So I don't know if y'all want to like,
But no
yeah.
pressure though to like.
I mean, I'm gonna take the World Trade Center to Harrison.
You know that?
Oh, so are you going to Jersey City? Area?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to East Rutherford.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for coming. Bring it in. Ah, thank you.
Great.
Word. Like every Monday.
Yeah, I gotta take a breaking class first. So I can keep it from the beginning.
I appreciate your energy, man. Thank you for coming. Word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
But yeah, like typically for like the first like hour, I'll play like, you know, like breaks, funk, hip hop, and then I like to cool it down the house.
Yeah,
Cool down.
Or maybe liven it up,
You know it all.
depending on how you want to word it.
Cool. What's your name? I'm Sophia. Nice to meet you.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good night. Good night.
Who's your favorite Final Fantasy character?
Who's my favorite?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, Skull was my first.
Okay.
And I kind of like adopted his personality. I always tried to be okay because of Skull.
Oh yeah.
I used to go around saying whatever. Just because of him.
Okay.
And oh fuck, that's right. Sorry.
That's the way it be.
Hold up.
Oh, that happened mid-spin too, my
Flashbang.
Are you talking about like main protagonist or just main character?
Any character.
Good night, y'all. Michael and Sophie.
Yes. Yes,
Definitely not Waka. So Waka's
If you guys ever come to Florida, come to Greek Roots, Orlando, we take one.
Florida's official.
It's not because he's a person of color
Yeah,
and he's
visit
racist.
Orlando.
So somebody forgot
Florida.
about
Why, how long are you here?
No, I'm not going to take any of
Oh,
this.
I hope you're enjoying it.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'll get you a Final Fantasy figure from Japan.
Oh, that's what you're asking. I gotta think about it. I like Sir Orin a lot.
Get to know Lauren. Okay.
Orin's just like he's just fucking cool.
Yes.
Would you call it like that age?
Yeah.
Like in their early 30s. Yeah, but
I do like
but
Bob
I just have to be
as
friends with them because everyone always comes to Florida for jams. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Squall.
Tifa, I like Squall. I
So
like.
excited to meet you guys.
Yeah. Well, until next time then.
Say it one more time because I'm not sure
Michael.
Michael.
Yes.
Feel free to add me on Instagram or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
Sophia
Wait,
Swag.
Sophia, let me triple check to make sure I have you.
Add me on Sophia Swag.
Wait, so
Sophia
Sophia with an F?
Swaggin'. Yeah. No, PH actually, PH.
Oh, so
That's what I am.
PH.
Forgot who I was because I'm so tired.
That's so real. Alright, I got you.
Yes.
I'm excited to keep up with you.
Yeah.
See you around.
Come to jams. That's how.
Yeah.
Come to Florida.
I should go to Florida.
Tampa has a really nice jam during the summer. It's called Rock the Bay.
Rock
People
the
from all
Bay.
over come and like it's by the beach. And there's an old styles component too. Like
Yeah.
they're killing it in all the different like dance styles. You should really.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there's so much I need to explore as a dancer,
Or
so.
if you ever want to come session with guys, come to Florida and
I will definitely text.
we'll take you guys around.
Yeah. So, well, thanks, Sophia.
Yes.
You and Static?
Saturday, thank you
Yo.
so much.
Keep well, man.
For the next session.
Let me triple check to make sure that I have you.
Sophia Swaggin, SOPHIA.
So. Yeah, I do have you. Okay. Oh yeah, I followed you a while ago.
Yeah. That is me.
They
Got it.
shall burn me.
But nice to finally meet
I'm gonna
you.
text you right now.
Okay, yay.
I don't know how you break Merrick, but I feel like I've heard
No,
so
for real.
much.
Get over it.
Get over it.
Got you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It was
Get
a
home
pleasure.
safe.
Yes. How far is it from Port Authority here?
If you take the 7 train,
Yes, the sun.
does the 7 train go straight to Port? Or does she have to transfer? I think she has to transfer once.
I think it's 7 straight, right? Like that's the train that goes to Jackson Heights?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue, you can take the 7. You could also take the E. The E is sometimes more express at night.
It is. It's faster.
Yes, sometimes.
Yeah, it's like the E.
Or the 7. Both go to Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue. I believe the R also goes there. I'm just remembering all the stops on the train. Bye, Twitch.
Say ciao to the stream.
Ciao, ciao. Until next time. Mucho gusto.
Word.
Night, y'all.
Have a good night, man. And I'll text you. And I still gotta text you, Dimitri. I still gotta text you my contacts too. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to Japan.
What? When?
Yeah. Just like he's like, why not?
Yeah, well, fuck it. Like, that's way well, I have organization to do.
Well,